Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to the segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. Our recitation today is Jaith Sri Mahalla Nama, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, in the Rag Jaith Sri. The recitation: Jaith Sri Mahalla Nama, Harju Rakh Leo Pat Meri. जम को त्रास भयो उर अंतर शरण गही कृपा निध तेरी रहाओ महापतित मुग्ध लोभी फुन करत पाप अब हारा भय मरबे को बिसरत नाहिन तह चिंता तन जारा किए उपाव मुक्त के कारण दह दिस को उठताया गठ ही भीतर बसे निरंजन ताको मर्म न पाया किए उपाव मुक्त के कारण दह दिस को उठताया घट ही भीतर बसे निरंजन ताको मर्म न पाया. So the Rahau verse, the first one, Guruji says, Harju, it's an appeal. Rakh leo pat meri, please preserve my dignity. The fear of death arises within me. Jam ko tras bhayo ur antar. And I turn to you, O compassionate one, Saranagahi, Kirpa Nid Teri. I've come to you. I seek sanctuary. Essentially, this is the way we are, our existential condition. The fear of death. Death not simply as the ultimate demise, the final physical extinction, but also the thousands of deaths that we experience. And how do we experience those? Through the unpredictability of the next moment. That unpredictability brings with it a constant fear of loss. Time is built into our DNA. We will constantly feel the unpredictability. So the trick is, how do we face it with dignity? How do we face it with dignity? And the Guru says, this is what we end up doing. Mahapatat mugad lobi fun karat paap ab hara bhay marbe ko bisrat nahin teh chinta tan jara. So what have I ended up doing? It's amplifying the Rahau verse. The fear of death persists. It's all-consuming. Bhay marbe ko bisrat nahi. It doesn't go away. But instead of grounding ourselves in the deeper presence of our source, we avoid the pain. We don't acknowledge the pain itself. How do we do it? We intoxicate ourselves with the ego. Mahapatit mugdha lobi fun karat paap abhara. And the ego holds on and resists death. How? It clings to the past, which is unchanging. The past is gone, but the ego clings to it. What I'm saying is that it is driven by habit. It's caught in the same cycles of desire, and eventually abhara is worn down. So if it had grounded itself in its own source, then that is a deeper consciousness. And in that deeper dimension, what is revealed is that life and death are really the same process. After all, at any given moment, We are living and dying simultaneously. So this is the discernment that comes with grounding oneself in the source, which is that all-knowing wisdom. In conclusion, the Guru says, all of my efforts have amounted to nothing. Kiye upav mukt ke karan, deh disko ut paya. This is the other thing that the ego does. Not only does it resist by avoiding or not acknowledging, but it runs in all different directions, looking for formulas that might liberate it from this fear. And yet the Guru says, Ghat hi bhitar base niranjanata ko maram na paya. I remain completely unaware of the solution that is within me. I do not understand that mystery. Instead, I run around in 10 different directions. So you see, there is denial, there is misdirection, and then now there is complete acknowledgement. This is the shift in the concluding verse. Na hin gun, na hin kats jap tap, kaun karam ab ki jai. Nanak har paryo saranagat, a-sabad-a-day prabh dije. If you recall, Sarnagat is where the Guru came to in the Rahau. So here there is no claim to any virtue, no claim to any practice. It is not as if you say, I've done this, I've done that, and yet you have to really empty yourself out. Complete self-surrender. Har paryo sarnagat. Abhay dana prabh dije. Then you get the dan of Abhay Pad, which is fearlessness, but actually what it means is now you're in harmony. You're in harmony with Hukam. So there is no fear there because you're now going with the flow. You're not fighting against it. So there is fear, there's self-recognition, and we go through this phase of misdirected seeking, and eventually we learn to surrender. And that is what brings the inner release or mukti. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.